Okay, so guys, we're here with Aaron Woods. He is a strength trainer here in Portland, Oregon. He runs this gym, GrindTime Fit, where I also do my camps and lessons for Linepro football. And I brought him in to talk to us a little bit about pull-ups. Aaron's a guy that probably never struggled to do pull-ups. You can see he's got the big guns and low body fat. But for us linemen who can't do any, he deals with that a lot, right? He's seen a lot of guys come through the doors from all different walks of life, specifically football players. So he's helped linemen go from zero to pull-up before. So the first thing I wanted to bring up with this is, on more of a philosophical side of things, how can a guy get past the embarrassment of not being able to do one, yet having everybody see that? I always felt that was really embarrassing.
Well, first of all, I mean, you would have to work on it behind the scenes. You know, if you want to do a pull-up in front of everybody, you need to work on it behind the scenes. You need to go through all the steps to work on it behind the scenes. You need to increase your strength with your pull, with your lats, your shoulders, your biceps. And then when it's time to shine with all your classmates, that's when you
be ready.
Yeah,
I like
that's
that.
when you stay ready.
And from my point of view, guys, as a coach now, right, I went through, the pros, I went through college, I went through high school. In retrospect, I was such a dummy for even caring, okay? I'm telling you this, the more you care about people's opinions when they're watching you work out, the less productive you'll be, okay? So you can either be great or be worried about that kind of stuff. And I don't blame you for worrying, because I was that kid, right? That happened to me. I was scared, all right? But forget it. Do the work, okay? We're going to give you ways that you can do pull-ups without actually having to do a real pull-up here, because you can't, right? This is what the video is for you. And I know, okay, you don't have to be ashamed of it. A lot of you can't. We're going to help you. We're going to give you ways that you can improve, all right? And you can do those movements in the gym, and people can see you doing it. And if they give you crap, just in your head, just say, I don't care about that guy at all. He doesn't want to get better. He wants to be petty. I want to get better. And someday, he won't matter to me at all. But someday I'll be doing pull-ups, and I'll be the one laughing. All right? So, different types of pull-ups. Aaron, I always see guys, overhand, reverse here, and I think there was one thing for me, everybody was like, oh, that's not a pull-up and that's not a pull-up. So what are the different options we have?
Well, you have different grips, we'll say. You have a supinated grip, which
supinated,
yeah, which means your palms are forward,
aka underhand.
Then you have a pronated grip, which your palms are away from you. You have a neutral grip, and then you have a wide grip. You can mix grip.
Ooh.
Okay, so there's a vast variety of different kinds of grips and pull-ups. Now, certain people are stronger at certain different grips, but what I would suggest to start off with is your basic supinated, neutral, and pronated grip.
So the basic three. For me, in my experience as a lineman, and I don't know if, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a trained strength trainer. To me, with my body, I always had an easier time here. And I don't know if that's true for you guys. I'd love to know. At least this and this are going to be easier for sure, I know. Because this right here, for whatever reason, it makes the balance really hard. It wants to make my body go forward. It makes life really tough on that. Do you have anything to add to that as to why it's so much harder with the front grip?
You're just using different muscle groups. With the neutral grip, you're inside your frame. This is not such a natural rotation for your wrist, for you to pull, and in your elbow as well. So you can get more bicep, more lats in your neutral grip. That's probably why it'd be a little bit easier for you.
For sure. Now, breaking down the pull-up itself, okay, and me and Aaron were talking before this, planning this video out, and I actually learned a lot. It was really great, and I'm excited to share with you guys. The pull-up itself breaks down into a few different pieces, okay? So there was the Eccentric. Why don't you go over that?
When I train to pull up, if someone comes into my gym, regardless if they're 300 pounds to 100 pounds, if you cannot do a pull-up, this is some of the things that, some of the steps that I take you through so you can develop the strength and the movements to do a pull-up. What he was talking about, eccentric. Eccentric is just expanding the muscle. Just think of it like that. So our negative, okay? So we're gonna pull up and we're going to control down.
So eccentric means the way down.
Expanding the muscle.
Is the muscle uncontracting.
Exactly.
Okay.
And then we work on our concentric, which means we're contracting the muscle. So we're talking about our biceps. So expanding the muscle, okay, contracting the muscle. Okay, so we'll work on that part as well. And we'll also work on isometric, some holds, midway, at the top, as well as at the bottom.
So just to review, eccentric, way down, concentric, way back up, and then isometric would be holding.
Correct.
And that's going to give us the benefit of building that core strength, just being able to control, and also grip strength, not to be forgotten.
Oh, yeah.
For a lineman, when else, other than maybe deadlifting, are you getting to hang there by 300 pounds and stress your grip strength?
Exactly.
And on the field, I can tell you guys firsthand, grip strength is a great thing to develop as a lineman.
As an athlete in general, grip strength is
Football
crucial,
player,
yeah.
as a human,
Yeah.
but for sure as a lineman, as any blocker, and
Yeah.
everybody's got to
Oh,
be a
yeah.
blocker, but blockers need to be able to squeeze.
Guaranteed.
Aaron, I hear a lot of people saying, oh, that wasn't a real pull-up, and then I turn on the TV, I'm watching the CrossFit games, and these guys look like they're doing some other workout completely. So let's just talk for a second. What makes a pull-up a real pull-up to you? How far do you got to go down? These kind of things.
To me, personally, and people use strict. You know, it's not really strict. It's just a pull. You know, in CrossFit there's kipping, where you get more of that momentum in your shoulder roll. I typically train like a strict pull-up, which is all the way down, all the way up, full range of motion.
What are some of the benefits to doing that harder way? Obviously, usually the harder thing's the better thing for you. When it comes to strength building,
the main thing is you're building more muscle group. You know, you're hitting all your muscles, you're developing your range of motion, your mobility in your shoulders, your lats, your back, and you're developing that strength through that range of motion. When you do the kipping, is you don't hit all the muscle groups and you don't exercise it through the full range of motion.
So now, guys, we're going to show you a few different ways that we can do pull-ups without actually having to do, naked pull-ups by ourselves. We can't do them. So we're going to show you guys how to improve by chipping away at it, all right? So the first thing we have here looks like it's the band. Aaron's going to show us how does this go on.
So when most people, if they cannot do a pull-up, I'll have them be assisted with a band. We wrap the band around the bar, pull it through. So now it's tight. You can either put this on your foot, on the bottom of your foot, or I always tend to put it on the knee. Okay. We're going to start with a supinated grip with our palms facing forward. We're going to jump up. Okay. I always start everybody full range of motion. Get a little stretch. We hang here. We pull up using the assisted with the band, and then we control down. Eccentric. 1, 2, 3, 4, good stretch, full range of motion. Pull up, that's our concentric. We always explode up and we always control down. Pull up, control down.
Good. And when I was in college, the strength staff would actually have us put the band across this
Correct,
way, right?
Yeah. You can also put it across the
These.
racks.
But my attitude on that, guys, is that I like it hanging, and that's because it gives you less stability back and forth. Whereas if you're putting your feet on something that's stable, you're able to really hold yourself just like it's the ground with just a little bit of give. So hanging the band like this really helps. Also, guys, pick a band that's strong enough that's going to allow you to go all the way down, like Coach said, okay? See how he was going all the way deep down? Pick a band that's going to be able to allow you to do that. If you're too light on the band, then you won't be able to get that full extension, okay? Now, there is the need to get stronger and use less bands as we go.
Correct.
So make sure that you're not sticking with exactly the same band, okay? And we'll talk about sets and reps and stuff later, okay? So now, the other thing is, what if you don't have a band? All right, so we'll just move this to the side. Some of you guys out there might say, Coach, I've got a pull-up bar, but I don't have a band. I'm practicing at home because I'm scared of everybody watching me. So we're going to show you what a partner-assisted pull-up would be like. If you want to go back here. So here I'm going to go underhand grip, or as Coach calls it, supinated. We're going to get you guys all educated on some good science here. He takes one of my legs. You see that? Okay, you want to be really careful and safe here. So he takes one, and now I'm going to push the other one up to him. That's the way I like to do it, is have both, so it's even. So now I push them both. I go to straight, up, okay, hold, and now he's giving me less help on the way down. We're really interested in this eccentric motion. I get all the way to even, A lot of you guys can't even start from here, so you're going to need that help now. I'm applying help. He gives me that assistance up, and now he's going to give me less assistance again on the way down. Right there, okay? So that's the second way, and really very similar, but you might not have the equipment to use the band. So band or partner assisted, making that weight less so that you're able to pull yourself up more effectively. All right, so guys, we've gone over the band, we've gone over partner assisted. These are making the weight less for you, but at some point, you need to get rid of the band and start feeling your weight without it, without any help, okay? So eccentric, here's how it's gonna look like. I'll go because I'm the one who needs the help with pull-ups, okay? So from right here, you might not be able to get yourself to the top. One option, a lot of you guys have the height, you can jump. If you can't jump, at least safely, then you can have just like a plyo box and step up in order to get yourself up there. Also, you can have a partner help you get up there. I'm skinny now, I can do a pull-up. Look at me, I get up, okay? I hold, and now I'm just gonna fight. I'm trying to count in my head. 3, 2, 1, okay? And I get here, and now I'm not able to do another pull-up. I'm gonna have to get myself back up there for the next rep, okay? So you might be doing more reps, or you might just be doing a few. Again, we'll get to sets and reps later. But this is really gonna allow you to build that core strength, being able to drive yourself back up. So the last one that I would add is an eccentric movement with a isometric, staying, hold, just before the point when you're gonna lose it. When I say lose it, I'm talking about the balance, all right? So when I was big, I'd be up and I'd get to here and I'd have to do that, okay? So my suggestion for this last piece is to go eccentric until you feel that's gonna happen and just try to hold it right there for 3 seconds. And from right there, just give the muscle to say, hey, I'm going back up. You're not gonna be able to maybe. I'm going back up. And this is a way to test how far you're getting towards being able to do a full one. So now maybe next time you can get lower and then attempt to pull yourself up. Until finally, you're able to lower yourself all the way down and pull yourself back up without kicking. All right, I wanted to talk about sets and reps for you guys. Aaron, let's just say that a lineman is currently in high school, maybe a freshman in that range, so you might be a little younger, a little older, and you can't do pull-ups, and you're doing a normal strength training program, okay? And that's gonna be big. We talked about that earlier, him and I. Doing your rows, doing inverted rows, movements related with strengthening here, okay? Just, it's gonna be great for you as a lineman anyways. But let's just say that's the case, you're doing those extra lifts, and you're not doing any pull-ups right now, and you want to be able to do some. When it comes to band assisted, when it comes to eccentric movements and isometric holds, what kind of sets and reps would you attempt to do?
For a beginner developing it, I would probably start around like 4 sets of 8 reps. Now it's on
Partner assisted
or band. It's a little on the higher end. I would start with about 4 sets, 4 seconds down, 8 reps, just to try to develop that. Now you can start with 3 bands. If you need 3 bands, and then you work your way down to 2 bands to 1 bands. But I would try to do that at least twice a week. So I give yourself about 2 days in between. So we could say maybe Monday, Arm Day, International Arm Day, and then you could do it probably around a Thursday.
That's the way to go, guys. Get it done. Send us your results. See you next time.